Hey everyone, so in this video we are going to calculate the surface area of this triangular prism. So the first thing that I would tell you is that most of what we're going to need to do with this triangular prism, almost all of it, all of the work, is going to have to do with this triangle right in the front. So we are going to need to find perimeter of that triangle as well as the area of that triangle. So the first thing we're going to do is just jot down our formula. So to get surface area of a triangular prism, you are going to do P times W, P times W plus 2 times B, where P is the perimeter of the triangle that I outlined in red at the beginning, and where B is the area of that triangle. They use B because they consider that the base, so the area of the base. And then lastly, W is just going to be the distance between the faces. In this case, the distance between the triangles. And we are going to find each piece of this separately. Let's start with perimeter and area of the red triangle in the front, since I think that one will be good to get out of the way. So they tell you that this side of the triangle on the left is 6 meters. On the bottom, the base of the triangle is 8 meters. And they tell you in the back of the prism that this side is 6 meters. So that tells you that this side in the front also must be 6 meters. So we have everything that we need to find perimeter. So we are going to just add up all 3 side lengths. So we have the 6 on the left, the 8 as the base, and the 6 on the right. So if we do 6 plus 6 plus 8, that would give us a total perimeter of 20. So later on, 20 is what we're going to substitute for the variable P in our equation. The next thing that we're going to do is find the area of this yellow triangle outlined in red. So if you recall, and I'm going to use the variable B since that's what's in our equation. So the area of the triangle is going to be equal to 1/2 base times height. Hopefully you recall using that formula. So you know that the base, the bottom of the triangle, has to be 8. So we're going to substitute that in for the lowercase b. So 8 goes in for the first set of parentheses. And then the H stands for the height. And again, they have to give that to you vertically. You can't use 6 for this because like when you go to the doctor's office, they measure you straight up and down. So you would have to use this length of 5 to be the height of that triangle. All right, so we have everything substituted in. To find the total area of that triangle, we take our product, 1/2 times 8 times 5, which would give us 20. Okay, so we found P, we found B. The last thing that we need to find is this W, which is the distance between the triangles. So if you think you have this yellow triangle that I highlighted in the front, but then you also have this other triangle in the back, right, as the second base. So the distance, in other words, from front to back, which would be this length in green, is 10 meters. So that's what needs to be substituted in for W. Okay, so we found P, we found W, and we found B. So we are going to go back to our equation, our formula, and substitute those values in. So I'm just going to replace everything with just blank parentheses. The 2 obviously will not change. The first set of parentheses will be P, the perimeter of the triangle, which was 20. The second set of parentheses is W, or the distance from front to back, which was 10. And then the last set of parentheses is B, or the area of the base, the area of the triangle, which was 20 as well. And the last thing that we need to do in order to actually find the surface area is evaluate this. So 20 times 10 gives us 200. 2 times 20 gives us 40. If we add those two numbers together, it gives us a total surface area of 240, and our units are square meters. Okay, So again, you could have done this by breaking this down, this prism down into the 3 rectangles and the 2 triangles, or you can use this shortcut with this formula in order to find the surface area a bit more